Yeah, he's my best friend, but he's more than a companion, I tell you that. He's more than a companion. For me, a dog is more than a companion. I always say, I'm not a teacher of dogs, I'm a student of dogs. To be a teacher, you have to be very patient, and he's a very patient teacher with universal knowledge. He's the purest form of friendship that can transform any human's life for good. With a dog, even if I'm blind, I can still see him. But even though he doesn't speak my language, he can still talk to my heart. When I look into a dog's eyes, I feel they tell me their secret. The beauty of life purpose if we let go of ego, selfishness, and envy. Dogs have always been in the most profound times of my life. I don't remember one day they haven't been there. I love simplicity. And without a dog, we'll lose the connection to simplicity. They will lead us to love every single moment. And that humans can do.
And that's the gift I want to give you. The gift of living a simple life with your dog. Hello again, Praga! I'm so happy to be back. Getting to see again, getting to understand how you learn. Yeah. Yeah. We Latinos, when we come home and if our woman is quiet, we think we're in trouble. Yeah. All right. Next time we drink tequila and when we do the show. Oh, what do you guys drink here?
Vivo.
Vino?
Vivo. Beer.
Beer.
Lots.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, beer. We drink beer. How's that? Good. All right. There is a Mexican say that goes like this. La confianza se gana en 1000 años y se pierde en un segundo. ¡Epa!
La confianza se gana en 1000 años y se pierde en un segundo.
Very good, man. Muy bien. Perfect. Sexy. Sounded sexy. Good.
Thank you.
La confianza se gana en 1000 años y se pierde en un segundo. Trust is gained in 1,000 years, but you can lose it in just 1 second. That's the wonder of dogs. They're just the opposite of that. They will trust you in a second and will take a lifetime to lose their trust in you. I really like our next fairy tale because it teaches us a very important lesson. We're going to learn how to gain trust because all relationships need trust to survive. Think of trust as the roof of your house, supported by rules, boundaries, and limitations. And what better tale to share this than The Boy Who Cried Wolf?
The Boy Who Cried Wolf. One afternoon, when Peter was in the fields with the sheep, he noticed that they were getting nervous and running around. Peter didn't know what was the cause of this strange behavior. He decided to climb a tree so he could see what was going on. What he saw horrified him. There was a great, big, hairy wolf chasing the sheep. Peter started shouting as loud as he could, "Wolf! Wolf! Wolf!" But he had cried wolf so many times before where there was no wolf. So the village people didn't believe him, and no one came to help him.
Thank you. The tale about the boy who cried wolf is so popular that it has become part of the English language. To cry wolf is to ask for help when you don't need it, with the results that no one believes you when help is really necessary. The tale teaches us the importance of being honest, because honesty creates trust, and trust is the cement that holds relationships with any species together. If you watch my TV show, you probably know I have 2 sons, Andre and Calvin. Right here, this is Daddy. That's Sly, the German Shepherd. Under my arm, his name is Snoop. Right here, his name is Mason. He's a big English Mastiff. And on the side is a Rottweiler named Aggie. Dogs have been part of my world forever. And of course, my kids grew up with them as well. Well, I have a surprise for you. To help me talk about honesty and trust, I'm really excited to introduce someone very special to me. Please help me welcome, joining me on stage for the very first time on tour, my older son, Andre. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, meet Praga, Andre.
Oh my goodness.
Come on.
This is what you brought me to, huh?
That's right.
This is a beautiful place.
When my boys were young, I gave Calvin his first dog, a Chihuahua. Since Chihuahuas came from Mexico, we named him Taco.
You guys know how they are. Chihuahuas. Cute little dogs, proud and protective.
Andre also wanted to have a dog of his own, but he wanted something bigger, and he begged for a Rottweiler. And since Rottweilers are from Germany, he named him
Apollo.
I know.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was too young to know geography. At least he didn't call him Schnitzel, you know? Taco, Schnitzel, come here. Why is that guy always talking to food?
And funny enough, he's very sensitive, playful, loving, intelligent, and he's an amazing farm dog.
So years later, I came home one day and noticed Andre a little stressed or confused. So I wondered if it was my paternal instincts or he just partied too much the night before with his friends.
I was worried about Taco, but I didn't want my dad to know I was having trouble with him. Look, guys, it's not easy being the kid of a celebrity, especially when your dad is the dog whisperer.
Thank you. Thank you, Praga.
So, to save face, I told him that I partied too much the night before, thinking that he would never figure out that there was something wrong with me.
Kids, right? So we were hanging out in the living room when Apollo wanted to play fetch. And that's when Andre's reaction totally gave him away. So I asked him again, Andre, is everything okay?
I knew he could feel the truth, so I decided to stop crying wolf, and I told my dad that I was worried about Taco.
And I asked why. Taco seems fine to me.
I was confused, because before I got Apollo, Taco was very active and loved to play fetch. Now, all Taco wants to do is sit on my lap and let Apollo get the ball and bring it back. I wasn't sure if he was getting old, or if he was sick, or if he just didn't like Apollo. So, I pretended to throw the ball a couple times, and Apollo went crazy each time running and looking for the ball. But Taco, like a proud Mexican Chihuahua, he didn't move.
So I watched all of this, right? And I asked Andre, do you pretend to throw the ball a lot?
Yes. I used to pretend all the time as a game when Taco was little.
Now, tell Praga what you learned about that.
At Prague, I learned that these are the types of lies that we tell our dogs. The only problem is that dogs are the perfect lie detectors. They know the truth based on your feelings, even the innocent lies like this one.
In this particular case, you never know.
Yeah.
In this particular case, Andre cried ball and subconsciously lied too many times. And Taco got sick of it. Taco followed his instincts and let Apollo fall for the trick. And when Andre actually threw the ball, Taco will act like this. Hey, you rookie, go get our ball and bring it back so we can trick you again. Yep. Prague, please give Andre a big round of applause for helping me talk about honesty and trust.
Aufsichtnosti.
We did it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Woohoo! Woo! He did it. He did it. Ladies, he's single. He's potty trained. He understands rules, boundaries, limitations. And he works for food. Maslik. I trained him myself. Since he was little. But Junior is better. When you lie, deliberately or subconsciously, you also lose respect and you're not trusted. One of the biggest differences between dogs and humans is that dogs can't lie. They always tell the truth. According to scientists, ordinary people like us, we all lie about 30% of the time. The numbers are a lot higher for politicians, except for here in Czech Republic, of course. Yes. I'm not talking about the delivered lie, rather the unconscious lie. The lie of not being conscious of how you feel or the situations you're in. My clients always tell me a story about why their dog is misbehaving. But when I look at the dog always says, Cesar, my human is emotionally unstable. That's why I misbehave. So I spend a lot of times at the airports, you know, I love what I do. I love to teach. I train humans, rehabilitate dogs. So when people see me at the airport, you know, they run to me and say, Cesar! Cesar, wait! And then they say, touch me. Pass me your energy. So they said to me, listen, I put your TV show to my dog, I read your book to my dog, and he's still not listening to me. So if you pass me your energy, my dog is going to listen to me. So they want me to touch him. I say, no touch, no talk, no eye contact. Let me show you how humans make up their own fairy tales about their dog's behavior.
You know, I come home from work, I get the leash, I'm like, come on, it's time to go for a walk. And most dogs you would think would be like, yeah, let's go. And my dog is like, I'm not going outside. She hides under the bed, she fights me on the leash. Come on, like, you're a dog. Like, what is wrong with you?
My dog loves to eat my food, you know. I give her some of my food, and before I know it, most of my food is gone. I'm like, whoa, what am I gonna eat?
He, of course, sleeps in the bed with us, with me and my husband. And first he starts off like a little baby, and he starts sucking the blanket. Then he'll stop sucking, and he turns into a 95-year-old man and starts snoring. And I mean, it's like crazy snore, like.
One weekend when we went on a cruise, our whole garden was gone. It was ruined. Nitro ate everything, just dirt, dirt with leaves.
And why the bathroom trash? What is that interest in the bathroom trash? Every day it's going all over the apartment and I can't, it's too much work to clean up after this poor little puppy all the time.
I don't really like to walk and Peaches doesn't really like to walk. So I got the cutest Fendi bag. It's perfect size. If it's right here, she goes in it. People are always like, oh my God, what a cute bag. And then Peaches is inside, so it's just the best. What Peaches does is, as she barks, she gets the people away, they scatter, it makes us look really important. That's what Peaches does.
Maybe in hindsight, Chaos was not a good name for this puppy. Maybe I should have named her Bubbles.
Maybe. And this is why I have a live show. Because here you get to see what the real problem is from a dog's point of view. Now, let's bring our next guest and see what they have to say. Petra and her dog Flip. Nice. Hi, Petra.
Dobrý
Hi.
den, Petro.
How are you?
Fine.
Fajn.
Good.
Dobře.
How does Flip feels?
Nervózní.
He's nervous.
Okay. All right, so what do you want us to help you with?
Well, Flip is pulling the leash every time and everywhere.
Okay, let's see. I want to see it. That's good. Okay.
Tak ještě jednou.
Pojď mi.
What are you guys laughing about?
Čemu se jako smějete, říká si Flip.
Teď zrovna moc netahá.
Well, he's not pulling a lot here.
This is doing good. It's doing good. Look, may I have a leash? So this is where to be aware of how you feel is gonna help a lot because whatever you touch is gonna go through the leash. It's like when you are with a family member and that family member feels like nervous, you're gonna feel it. All right, so we're just gonna put a leash on the top of the neck right here. This one, what it does, it lands on the bottom of the neck, so it makes them pull even more. Short nothings. Come with me over here. So before you begin, you have to
Předtím, než začneme, tak musíte uvolněně se nadechnout.
Europeans walk, but they walk really fast. So their Europeans are not calm. They just go. So the dog is like, okay, we gotta go. All right, so now we're gonna just Yeah, slow it down. So the leash being on top of the neck, what it does, it removes the nose away from the ground.
A co je důležité, tak my samozřejmě pořád ten čenich mu oddáváme ze země.
When the collar is here, the nose goes in the ground.
A když je ten obojek takhle vysoko, tak samozřejmě
Relax.
je to blíž.
Yeah. Grab the leash.
Zkuste si to chytnout.
Grab the leash. Yeah. Short, not tense. Okay. So. Right.
Držte to. Nakrátko, ale volně.
But more relaxed. You go. Not like you're in a funeral. You know what I mean? No, more relaxed. More relaxed. So quiet doesn't mean calm. Look, let me mark. Look. Right there. Right here. So right next to you, right? Because she's doing. Mom, where are we going? So it's a difference between quiet and calm. So it's calm, this way, right? Just right there. Right? Come on. Grab it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Okay?
Jenom to
Just
prostě
do it.
udělejte.
Okay, relax. All right, let's go. Don't look. Yeah, there you go. Little better. Yes, better. Yes, better. Yeah. Come on.
A pojďte zpátky.
Yeah, there you go. A mission. I got a mission. Yes.
Jste na misi.
Yes. Yeah. So, listen, you don't have to look at a dog. You already have a leash on the dog. so the dog is going to go wherever you take him.
To znamená, že ten pes půjde kamkoliv budete chtít.
Are you following me? so if you're looking at the dog is going to, why are you looking at me? So really, you have to see where you're going and expect the dog to imitate what you're doing.
Vy prostě musíte mít jasný cíl a jenom očekávejte, že ten pes to po vás bude opakovat, ten směr.
Yeah. You're still tense. Again. I do it. Look. You can also do it right here. This is what horse people do. Horse people, they first are in front of the horse, so they guide the horse. See it? And then the horse people tell the horse, okay, now go this way. You see it? That's 1,000 pounds. Dog people, they like to put the leash here. Okay, let's go. And the dog people do this.
Obojek sem.
So the dog goes into pulling versus walking in a relaxed way. Look, the dog is right there because he has a leash on. So you don't have to look at the dog.
Ten pes víš, že na to
fingers. Make a right. Look. Yep. Yeah, go for it. Breathe. You have a beautiful city. You're in Europe. You have good bread, good beer, good butter, good oysters. You see a lot of good things. This is good. Calm is the foundation of a relationship. This is good. Excitement is what most people do with dogs.
Ale lidé na psy často převádí nadšení až přehnané.
So the dog is always this way. Calmness is very important. It's very important to you and it's very important to your dog.
Ten klid je důležitý jak pro vás, tak pro toho
psa. It's very important to your house. You
pro vaši
want a calm house.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? See, but if the human doesn't practice calmness, the dog can never imitate calmness.
Yes.
You see it? Yeah. So they're not thinking, they're not saying, Mom, how come we don't practice calmness? They can't tell you that. They can only imitate the energy in the house.
Děje u vás, u paničky.
Yeah. See how long it's taking for her to like, yeah. So see, that's what I was saying. Now humans are intellectual. Dogs are instinctual. Yeah, we think about it and then we do it. They just do it. One more time. Don't think about it. Sexy. Confident. Yes. Yes. That's sexy. Calm, confident. Yeah, that's it. Feels good, yeah?
Yes.
Yep. That's my gift to you.
Oh, thanks.
So you remember me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good try flip, people. Yeah. We like calm, confident woman. Calm is sexy. Yeah, when a woman is tense,
Just
And a dog feels safer with a calm, confident human, no matter what gender it is. Now remember, if the leash is here, the nose is going to go in the ground. If the leash is here, the nose is going to be on the ground. It's not about pulling. It's about just keeping the nose away from the ground. That's why in a dog show, you see all the dogs from a Chihuahua to a Great Dane, the leash is all the way on the top of the neck. So the nose is away from the ground. That's what they do it. So you begin with a dog next to you. After 10, 15 minutes, you put the leash here, so the dog put the nose on the ground. So that becomes a reward. Good? Simple. Simple.
Jednoduchý.
Keep it simple. Okay. It's funny. We humans, using our intellect and reason, we think we understand everything. Well, know this. Once you learn to understand a dog's instincts, you're tapped into their loyalty forever, no matter their size or breed.
The lion and the teacup poodle. A lion lay asleep in the forest. A timid little teacup poodle came upon him unexpectedly. In her haste to get away, she ran across the lion's nose and woke him up. The lion laid his huge paw angrily on the tiny creature to eat her. "Spare me," begged the poor poodle. "Please let me go, and someday I will surely repay you." The lion was so amused at the idea of the little teacup poodle being able to help the king of beasts that he lifted his paw and let her go.
Thank you, Praga. The lion and the teacup poodle is a good example of the loyalty we can have with our dogs. The story illustrates the unwavering loyalty dogs have to their word. So why are dogs so loyal? Some scientists say it's because we bribe them with food and we give them shelter. But some of the most loyal dogs I know belong to homeless people. In fact, homeless dog owners are very successful at walking dogs without a leash. The dog instinctually follows them, never knowing when or where the next meal or shelter will come from. Remember when I said that one of the basic needs of dogs is to have a purpose? The way you give it is to define the role your dog plays within your pack. In modern times, the pack can be a human owner or family. So understanding pack structure and where your dogs belong in the pack is central to knowing what your dog needs are and earning their loyalty. There are 3 positions in a pack, and we should know our dog's position: front, middle, or back. The front of the pack dog provides leadership, protection, and direction. These dogs are the pick of the litter, and they're born leaders. They require a very disciplined and active human to lead them. The middle of the pack are the happy-go-lucky dogs. They're always ready to engage you, always ready to play. They're born followers. The third position at the back. These dogs are sensitive. Their job is to alert the rest of the pack of pending danger or the presence of people and animals. Now, they too are born to follow. And when we put in a leadership position, they can become confused and fearful. Their sensitivity can make them timid if humans don't respect their position. I encourage my clients to take the leadership position, but all too often I'm called to the home of someone who has given control over to their dog. A few years ago, I was called to the house of a lady because of her Westie was always trying to bite her on the face. So I was like, how is this small dog is biting the human on the face? Is he flying or what? So I couldn't figure out why a dog would bite the owner on the face. Well, this lady had lots of animals in her house: dogs, cats, birds, fish, and she loved her animals so much that she loved to kiss them, all of them, one at a time, every day.
Well, like fish?
Out through the glass door. She kissed him through the glass door. She doesn't grab the fish and give us a kiss. No.
Let's see.
That's not a good fish. Postura, you know what I mean? But when it was time to kiss the Westie, she would get really excited, right? She would get so excited. I'm watching this, and she's, Mommy loves you so much. Let me give you a kiss. Mommy grabs him by the cheeks, and the so the dog will bite her on the face. The dog didn't understand her intentions, so the dog would nip at her. So I was in her living room when into the room flew a parrot and landed on top of his bird cage. All the animals stopped what they were doing and looked at the parrot. It was like a king addressing his royal subjects. Dude, I'm dressed as a parrot. What is your costume?
Kde mám kostým?
A cat? That's the best you can do?
Well, meow.
Good one. Good one. That's a good humor. Then the parrot flew from the cage to the lady's shoulder. So I asked her, did you ever give your dog a kiss when the parrot was on your shoulder? And she said, no, never. So I told her, would you mind trying? So she did. And to her surprise, the dog gave her a wet lick back. So the point is that the parrot made it okay for her to kiss the dog. And the dog accepted it. Thank you. Good job. Thank you. So the parrot had the loyalty and respect of all the animals in the house. He was the head of the house. Let's see what this looked like in real life. Please welcome our next guest, Dogmar and her dog, Fonda.
Fonda?
Fonda.
Fonda.
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah.
Děkuji dobře.
Thank you very much. I'm fine.
All right, good. So, what do you want us to help you with?
Well, Fonda is very friendly, and he's friendly to everybody. When we are on a walk, he's trying to be friendly with everybody, and he thinks that everybody wants to play with him.
He's like, yep. Anybody wants to play with me? You're absolutely right. Yeah. So, did you ever got in trouble because some people don't want him to approach?
Stalo něco?
Yeah.
Few times. Well, the issue was not the dog, but actually the owners of the dogs.
Yeah. So, the owners are worse.
I know.
Yeah. Like the humans getting like Yeah. All right. So let's see what you're talking about. All right. So that's what happens. That's what you do.
Ano.
So,
Yes.
so that's the reaction every time a dog passes by.
Tohle je běžná reakce, když kolem vás projde pes. Tohle se děje pravidelně.
Okay.
Ano.
One more time. All right. Well, this is very simple to bring back, so the dog pays attention to you, and so he doesn't have to pull. You have two options. Now, when you have a harness, you understand that the harness is going to make them do this behavior. If you want to use the harness, don't forget the nose. Now, remember, with Frenchies, the nose is really close, right? So they don't have a good sense of smell because it's really, really close. There you go. Yeah. So this is redirecting. Okay, this is redirecting. So that's one option. You have an option. Okay. So when a dog passes by, you bring the food, but you're going to have the jumping because you have the harness. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now let's change a tool. Yeah. We're going to change the tool. Just the tool, not the tension. Thanks. See? It stops the brain.
Vidíte? Bylo to v tom postroji.
This makes them pull. In the tool here, it stops the brain. You can have both. So you can have that, so you can pull, and then when you want him to stop, you switch it here. So the mind just stops.
Můžete mít samozřejmě oboje, ale když chcete, aby přestal, je třeba využít tohle vodítko.
So it's not the force. It's not like holding the toilet, right? It's actually passing very calm energy so the brain stops. Make sense?
Je to srozumitelné?
Let's do that. See? So the harness in his brain is for this. Hey, you want to play with me? Hey, you want to play with me? Hey, you want to play? The whole world wants to play with me. So the human have to do this motion. Make sense?
Yes.
Thank you.
Děkuji mnohokrát.
Dagmar and Fonda, people. A souvenir.
Yeah. Simple, yes? Good.
This is why it's important to understand where your dogs fit in, especially puppies. By being a puppy, he only knows to follow somebody. When he comes into our lives, he only knows to follow you. He wants to understand your rules, your boundaries, your limitations. He wants to grow up with a solid foundation where he can trust you. He needs you to be the head of the pack, and that will be his ultimate fairy tale. Human relationships with dogs didn't change much for a few thousand years. We were generally happy with each other. Then men evolved, and we industrialized. We no longer needed the dog to perform most of the tasks we have bred them for. Snowmobiles replaced sleds. Radar and sonar replaced tracking and hunting. Alarm system replaced the need for guard dogs. So the dog had to evolve. And the next evolutionary role is to be our companion. Then eventually, he became our best friend. And finally today, he's a member of our families. This is the 5 body motions that dogs must do every day. They stretch, they need to walk, they need to run, they need to rest, and they need to sleep. Humans call that yoga, walking, running, meditation, and sleep. With this new role, the dog went from our backyards and farms into our living rooms and into our hearts. They earn greater respect from us and give us loyalty and love in return. Every fairy tale has its heroes. So now, let's meet Prague's hero. Please welcome Hansa and George with Sunny. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So what does Sunny do for you? Tell us.
Co pro tebe Sunny dělá? Prozrať nám to,
Tak
prosím.
Sunny mi podává například věci ze země, co spadnou, otvírá a zavírá dveře. Když potřebuji, aby po někoho došel, tak po něj přijde. Třeba potřebuji maminku, jsem ve vaně a on po něj dojde. Dál chodí se mnou úplně všude, třeba do divadla, do kina a tak dále, úplně všude, kam jdu, třeba i k doktoru.
Well, Cesar, Millan velmi dobře zná ten příběh, tak jenom v krátkosti řeknu ten anglický překlad. Well, Sunny is an assistance dog and he's 100% for the assistant. I said that you know the story, so he's everywhere with him. He's helping him to going to the theater, at home. He's trying to call his mama and everything. So 100% assistance dog.
That's right. He loves what he's doing. He loves his purpose. Your dog loves his purpose, to be with you.
Má rád to, co dělá, zbožňuje svoje poslání, je rád s tebou.
Ano, jako hodně. Baví ho to dělat ty věci všechny.
Yes, a lot, and he likes to do what he's actually doing.
So how do you guys train this dog? Tell us about your company. How do they get to have these dogs?
Otázka na George, jak vy jste se setkali a hlavně, jak vaše pomocné tlapky pomohly vycvičit tohoto asistenčního psa.
Tak jenom na úvod bych chtěl říct, že pomocné tlapky vznikly v roce 2001, to znamená, už táhneme 18. rok. Za tu dobu už jsme dali k dispozici 206 pejsků klientům.
Did you tell people how they can help?
Už jste prozradili lidem, jak můžou pomocným tlapkám pomoct? Jak můžou přispět?
Tak samozřejmě, protože my nechceme od klienta ani korunu, všechny peníze scháníme sami. Je to přes sponzory, jednotlivce, přes různé firmy, nadace, všechny ty možné prostě věci používáme. A já říkám, my jsme začínali od 50 koruny, když to přeženu, babička, která nám z důchodu dávala měsíčně 50 korun, tak jsme se dostali do situace, kdy v současné době jsme schopní dát dohromady ročně 12 až 14 psů předat. A když si spočítáte, že jeden ten pes stojí 240 000, tak si spočtěte, kolik námahy a kolik práce v tom je.
Pomocné tlapky.cz je adresa, kde naleznete všechny podrobnosti. Tohle je psí hrdina z Prahy. Děkuju moc krát, že jsi dnes dorazil, že jsi tu s námi. A ten potles si jednoznačně zasloužíš.
You did a great job, buddy.
Tak jo.
Thank you.
Můžeš to otočit.
Thank you, Sonny.
Děkujeme samozřejmě Sanimu, děkujeme Honzovi.
Look at that.
Za to, že tu s námi dnes byl a sledujte, jak vypadá ten vynikající asistenční pes, a co přesně dělá. Ještě jednou Honza, Sunny a George, pomocné tlapky.
Come on, that's a fairy tale.
To je skutečná pohádka.
So what's the next big evolutionary role for dogs? To remind us the simple joys are still the very best life has to offer. Dogs teach us about patience, compassion, loyalty, grace, and love. They help us to experience a deeper connection with nature. A dog purpose in the 21st century is to be mankind's greatest teacher. My mission is to show you how we can all be better humans by learning to be more like them. Thank you for agreeing with me. And to do that, I'd like to introduce you to the one who changed my life. Someone I consider to be one of the greatest teachers of all time. That guy. Thank you. Daddy was the greatest dog ambassador. He represented the next evolutionary role dogs are destined to play in the 21st century. Daddy was a fairy tale dog hero who became a legend to millions of people all over the world. He showed us that dogs can be not only men's best friend, but men's greatest teacher, if we just listen.
The gentle and noble pitbull named Daddy. Once upon a time, there lived a very noble pitbull named Daddy. He was feared and misunderstood because of his power and breed. He was banned from entering countries. Many of his breed were locked up and euthanized for crimes they did not commit. But Daddy was a gentle giant. He understood humans. He knew what they needed and he was patient with them. Over time, he became a great healer to humankind. To his owner, he became an inspirational leader, teaching unconditional love, loyalty, and trust. He became much loved and was admired by millions. Daddy showed the world what the soul of a dog is, and it was good. Miss you, Daddy.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
Děkuji.
People call me the dog whisperer, but Daddy was the true whisperer. He can calm even the most aggressive and frustrated dog. He can melt any human's heart. He instinctively knew how to handle every situation. Daddy truly represented the possibilities of what dogs can do for humans. He showed the world the true soul of a dog, unconditional love, loyalty, and honesty. There are millions of dogs in the world waiting to be adopted, and one of them has your name engraved on his heart. He's waiting for you whenever you're ready. I promise you, it will be a great journey. Frog, thank you so much for letting me finish my tour with you. Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Seymour. Thank you, man. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Thank you. Andre. Yeah. Look at that. They're all standing. They're all standing! Look, they're all standing! Yay! Thank you! My tour is over! Thank you!